Kyo?
Well, that's what Vaush got caught with. Oh my god, so I just had to say, it's called hentai, and it's an art. That's from The Office. Before anyone thinks I think that, that's a quote from The Office. When the
International
guy
crime
got busted
syndicates
by Stephen
leverage their
Carroll, you've
businesses
seen the
to
meme, haven't
create a
you?
global
I've seen some of it,
economy.
yeah.
Dark money, goods
And
and
he's like,
services are crossing
"Do you know what
borders
this is?" He's like,
together.
"It's called hentai, and
Clever
it's an art."
entrepreneurs use next-gen social profiling to recruit
Oh
from
shit!
all walks of life, offering irresistible opportunity for personal
Crap!
riches, radical belief,
I put mine on
and
private
twisted passion.
temporarily.
This
Ah!
approach
Do you
creates
see
the
what the fuck
ultimate
you just did?
distributed organizational structure, almost impossible to unravel. A spreading
Would you look at that?
cancer of ordinary
Score!
people
The
with
drones!
unspeakable
Of Assyria.
influence. No one is above suspicion. Made up of autonomous cells, they are everywhere. All but impossible for law enforcement to do anything about. Clients looking for
That's
justice are
drones.
lining up, but with no names to the contracts.
But when you hurt their
So this
people...
time, a little more footwork is needed, 47.
I
Doesn't
need
even make
Ordnance
it
Keo right
personal.
now.
Trusted syndicate members. Take them
Well,
out,
there's
analyze them,
many other forms of avenue.
With enough input, we'll be able to track down the leaders and shut down the syndicates one at a time. I'll leave you to prepare.
So, Kyo, what do you gotta say now that I hit the button? What do you gotta say about my title and the
Well, in your title, I can't see because I'm paying attention to my title and my things. And just so you know, YouTube originally censored the word hentai.
I can see the word.
No, I had to. I had to put a star in the middle.
Oh.
I'm going to suck because I haven't played Elden Ring, God knows for how long.
So you're gonna play the game
Yay!
that got quantum destroyed for your own private gain. How could you?
Well, for your own private game, why do we listen to several torturings of many people we know?
The torturings? What about the hunkening? You remember that shit?
Oh yeah.
I still can't get over that. I will still never get over that. Now, from what I'm understanding, Vaush, why? Like,
He got caught. Okay. From what I understand, and mind you, I'm not going to pull tipster and defend Voss or anything. I'm going to put up a few arguments here or there. Okay. Fuck
okay.
you. I mean, I like tipster and all, but and all this stuff, but I am not getting involved in cannibalism. I do not pretend. I am not getting eaten alive by another person. Okay. Do you know what lolicon is?
To an extent. Like, I mean,
To an
from
extent.
the stuff we hear about it, never have I actually seen it, and I don't plan to.
Please, God, don't. If someone ever sends you six digits, you're more than likely going to be sent somewhere that you'll be scarred for life.
Are we talking some dark web level shit?
No, you'll probably be sent to a lolicon site.
What, you mean jail?
No, you'll be seeing that art that's all over the thing. So basically,
Oh my
he got
God.
caught of art with kids being
Okay.
impaled with horse parts.
I'm already feeling like I'm gonna have to just smack you right there for your sentence.
He got caught with bestiality.
Vaush.
Practically. Yeah. And he's one of those guys who said CP is okay. I believe that.
No. It's okay. This is weird. I heard this coming from either from Tipster and Review Tech, that I guess Vaush made a terrible analogy, because actually when I went back and I heard, because I heard about that when the quantum drama first hit, but I didn't like, because the way it was explained,
weird.
Vaush just explained it poorly. But I guess I get what he was saying. It's like, okay, all child exploitation shouldn't be segregated. It should all be viewed the same.
Yeah, but if
His
you
way
look
was.
at the
I heard how the way he said it. It was bad.
it was bad. I'm
It was
not gonna
bad.
say. I'm just saying it was bad. It was bad, everyone.
Hi, welcome to the new game mode, Hitman 3 Freelancer.
Bad.
There ain't no
Ross.
way to defend
Bad.
that.
New roguelike game mode. You once again
But-
take on the role of Agent 47, the world's deadliest
If anyone,
As a freelancer,
everyone
you
was
must
able to
take on
understand that he
various
wasn't
crime
advocating
syndicates
for
to keep
that.
the world in balance. Gain your
No,
items,
not
resources,
exactly.
and mastery
Ooh.
to become the ultimate freelancer.
But I'm starting to
New game,
understand
a
that
lot of
he
new
is a
things with this
grifter.
game mode. And one of them is your brand new safe house.
You just realized that
As your
one?
hub for planning your missions or just taking
Not
a
Tip.
breather.
I'm talking
Hey,
about
Retro.
Vaush.
Welcome to Freelancer.
Oh, listen to this. Retro, I'm sorry, man, but somebody has implored
A
the
successful
Baker Act
run of
against
Freelancer
you. You
consists
need to be
of
careful.
taking down 4 crime syndicate leaders of your choosing. Pick the syndicate you wish to
John!
go after. As
Okay,
you identify
for
and
one,
take down their
explain what the
low-levels one
Baker
after
Act
the other,
is.
You end up forcing the leader out of hiding, giving you a one-time opportunity to eliminate
Oh,
them
you
in a
can get
showdown.
quiet.
What that is, we'll get to a bit later.
Fine, I'll read what the Baker Act is.
This is your campaign progress. And as you can see, we need to take on 2 contracts to get to our
Because
first
Kyo's
showdown
good at that
and
kind of thing,
eliminate our first
retroactively.
syndicate. Each syndicate
Thank
has
God
a
I had
syndicate
this
type
pull up as a
attached to it,
tab for later.
and each syndicate type rewards different playstyles with unique challenges for you to complete for extra payout. So choose wisely. Let's pick the investor as our first target. Your run will increase in difficulty after each completed showdown. Be careful.
Okay, everyone. This is what, according to HG.org, leading lawyer, using the Baker Act to detain someone who is mentally unstable. Under Florida law, the Baker Act has limitations that depend on an exam of the person to determine the health and well-being of the person's mental state and how he or she could become a danger to others. The Act can provide means to hold a person involuntarily, which means against their will, for a time based on the possibility that he or she has a mental impairment that could cause danger to others.
Mercers are the in-game currency used to purchase new weapons and
The
freelance
possibility of
tools.
harming others,
The
which is this.
more mercers you get.
The Act works to detain a person facility if there's a possibility that he or she is a danger to others with some connection to a mental disorder, condition, or illness. While this Act does have limitations, the facility can administer examination, determine how the person currently is, the mental state of the person can lead to a 72-hour hold, which requires confinement, treatment, or facility watching him or her. Unfortunately, once this period is over, there are only certain things the authorities can do, and if there is no crime committed, which means they can hold you for 72 hours against your will. That's it in a nutshell. I don't know.
So,
John
I
Paul
found a
yanking your
video.
chain.
I found a video from a channel that I've been hearing about, which I've seen a couple videos. I should sub to this guy, called Diesel Patches, and it's about the he's giving a quick, 5-minute catching people up to date with the Vaush situation. Because I only learned it from the tipster video you sent me.
Here we have couriers.
Yeah, there's women people come up and covering it, like,
And he accidentally exposed his no-no stash to the world while streaming. Now, most people know that streaming on the same computer where you keep your wank material is downright stupid, and unfortunately for Vaush, he paid the price for having one working brain cell.
Did that file just say horsecock? Nikhil, shut the fuck up.
Now we got some in freelance, suppliers can
Did that file?
yes, it
And I'm
did.
reading it. Am I reading this file correctly?
we got enough merchants for a remote cemetery.
Vaush's file said horse stick. Explain this shit to me.
Luckily, we know our way around.
Explain
He
it.
had images of horses, giants, dens.
Are you fucking serious? I gotta finish listening to this. Hold up.
Even completed some of our optional
Streamers
payout
have accidentally
objectives.
linked their
Let's go back
jerk-off
to our safe
material
house.
before,
Prepare
so
for our
what
next
makes this
mission.
situation extra juicy?
When we complete
Well,
a mission,
this link
as
from
mentioned,
Vaush's
carry
hidden
gear with
stash
priority
has
is brought
revealed
back
to
to
us
safe
that
house with
he's
us.
into lolly girls
You can
that are
drop the gear,
supposed to look like
place it in storage,
goblins.
What?
keep it in your inventory, and
What?
bring it with you for the next mission.
What?
We've now gained some mastery. Mastery will over time unlock things like the upper
I
level,
heard that
safe
correctly,
house,
right?
new interior, a wardrobe for us to change our styling disguises, a shooting range, and more.
This is why John's reactions are always classic.
With Mastery,
What?
you can customize various
God!
safe house.
The Green's God! I said the fucking quote backwards. On God's green earth.
The more will unlock in and around your safe house.
Go on, continue watching. It's more traumatizing the more you know.
Fuck you! I'm gonna hit play.
But after you complete your first mission, you'll unlock the supply crate. It will provide you with 3
Okay,
randomized items.
give me a minute.
Look, I'm riding a horse, everyone.
Optional payout objectives for your
And
current
I guess
combat.
throbbing
One of
horse
these items
I've been
might
told
help
Excuse
you
me.
achieve
Excuse me. Throbbing horse pee-pee.
Let's take on our next mission so that we can get to our first showdown.
Did you really just say Vaush had throbbing horse pee-pee?
We've now unlocked our
Vaush
first
jokes
showdown.
around about liking horse pee-pee.
We
So
have
maybe
now
this one's
cornered
more of
the
a joke,
syndicate leader,
but
the investor,
unless he
and they're
puts his
located
meme
in
folder
Dartmoor.
with his wank material, he
Before we
might
go there
actually
to
genuinely
find them,
like
let's
pony
use our
schlong.
newly unlocked intel wall.
I
This
just noticed
explains
that his
who our
taxes are in the
common
same
target is.
folder as his lolly
Study
jerk-off
it. It will
material.
He's in my, your tax folder is next to the fucking whack whack folder.
This makes it way easier for us to locate the real target. There are many lookalikes and other things.
I think he disembowels that kind of content, yet you consume it. This is why you stay away from hentai, everyone.
This first one should be manageable for skilled
It's
freelancers
not
like
healthy.
us.
I just,
In showdowns, you must identify and eliminate the syndicate
Rightfully
leader.
so,
In this
everybody's
case,
been
the
calling
investor.
Vaush a fucking
You
freak
got the
since,
intel,
so he
it's up to
decided
you
to respond
locate
to
the
the hate.
syndicate member.
And boy is
You
it
must
shit.
find
Anyway,
suspects
one
and
of the two
compare their
images
appearances and behaviors
just flatly
against
didn't look
your
like lolly. I
available
don't give a
intel.
shit.
Then, take out your mind
Like
when you're
Cope,
confident
Diamond, I just don't
of their
care. Like
identity.
disingenuous shit, you know? The other one is like a 2 chicks and a guy.
Remember to
And
visit a supplier
in
and
retrospect,
use all
looking
your
at
hard-earned mercies.
knowing
Some
now
of the
that that
items
artist is a
might come in
lolicon,
handy.
yeah, I can see it. When I looked at it, I
In
think
your
the vibe that I
inventory, you
got
will
was like
also find your new
short
suspect
stack,
camera.
thick
Use
kind of
this
thing. You
to
know what I
tag
mean?
suspects in order
Like
to
the
narrow
way
down the
like
search
goblins
for the
get
syndicate
drawn. But you know how they're
Okay,
all like
here's one of the suspects.
Like goblins?
This dude smokes and
Goblins?
does not
Like fucking goblins, bro? Goblins?
Second suspect reads
like
too
short
much.
stacks, right?
That does not
That
fit
was
our
the
intel.
vibe that I got.
Would
because
you
in
like
the
me to
image, the girl that
contaminate your
showed has
computer?
super thick legs.
If
You guys haven't
I'm
seen
gonna
the image
contaminate
yet,
my
so I'll put it
foot
up on
in
the
your
display
ass.
without
Strong
any
NPCs that
censorship,
are
but
hiding
you should be
in plain
warned.
sight and
This isn't
protecting
for
the
faint of heart.
suspects.
Alright,
But
here it
FYI,
is.
they don't always protect your target.
I mean,
They
you can
hit
damage
hard,
control
so
all you
wanna
want,
stay
but that's
clear of them.
definitely a child. Here's another photo from
Narrowing
Vaush's
down the
stash,
search, we
and just
finally
judging
found
from
the
the
main
face alone,
suspect.
you can already
This
tell
is
this
the
is a
investor.
Lolly. Vaush claims that
Okay,
the 2D
let's take
women
him out
that
while
he
the coast is clear.
splooges to have the proportions of a grown adult,
We
but
made it.
I'm looking at
Now,
this
let's
photo right
locate the
now,
exit
and
and
besides
get
this
back to our
shit giving me
safe house.
18 tumors in both my
Our
eyeballs,
first
I can
showdown was
confidently
successful,
say
and we
that
now
this is
eliminated
not a
our
grown
first
adult.
syndicate
This is the
leader.
body and
We
face
got
of a
new
child.
items.
Diesel
Now,
Patch,
after
hold up.
being caught,
Diesel Patches, Diesel Patches is using Battlefront 2 footage, and he's going on a kill streak. I'm giving you a subscription, sir.
And the chances for getting a better item or weapon
Is he showing the photo?
that you should always
Yes!
ask a lolly for their ID before the waking begins.
In addition to that,
You
we also have new
look at it in
unlocks for our safe house,
retrospect, and it's like, okay, well
and
now
we
with the
also
broader
unlock
context, I can
prestige
understand how it
objectives.
comes off that way.
With prestige objectives, you
Even
can
if
add a tougher
initially
layer
you
of
were
missions
looking
to
at
prevent
the
mercenaries
first
da-
class,
if
would
you
be
got
more
the
thick
skills.
short stack. You shouldn't just assume that the lolly has a goblin-like build. I mean, dude,
Now it's time to
if you were
progress in our
initially
current
attracted
campaign
to
to
the
get more
pictures
mastery,
that were
resources,
exposed,
items,
what
and
does that
weapons.
say about
The contracts
you? You
and
needed
showdowns in
multiple
front of us
people to
will be
tell you
harder,
that you're
so approach
waking
with
to
caution.
lollies before
Remember,
you realized you were
if
waking
you
to a
fail or
lolly.
get
Either way,
wounded
this
on
shit
a
doesn't make you
mission,
look
lose
good.
all your
Come
equipped
on,
weapons
guys. She could
and
be a
freelancer
3,000-year-old
items and half of
vampire
the
lord.
There's no
hard-earned
fucking
mercies.
way you thought this was a
The
grown-ass
campaign won't
woman.
fail.
Despite the obvious
Territory
bullshit,
will,
Vaush
however,
has somehow
be alerted.
convinced a handful of his
But if you
viewers
fail
that
during a
this is
showdown,
all
the
just some
leader
big
escapes, and
misunderstanding.
you'll not only lose
Some of
your
his
equipped
fans are
weapons,
under the
items, and
impression
half of
that
your
he's
mercies,
just getting
but you'll also
canceled by
lose
alt-right
all the
haters who
progress
want to ruin
made
his
in that
career for
current
no
run.
good reason.
It's
Yeah, if you're a
expensive
Vaush
to
fan
fail.
and you're watching this
Freelancer
video
is
right
all
now,
about
I
high
just have
risk,
this to
high
say.
reward.
Guys, you're getting your political political takes from someone who jerks off to goblin children. It's cool.
Goblin children!
New items to unlock, and more. It's time for you
Goblins?
to become
Did someone say
ultimate
goblins?
creators.
Goblin Slayer! That was a bad take, but I kinda had to. Go watch Goblin Slayer, everyone. It's great. And there
I
are
swear,
no
if I have a child one day, just because of this, I'm gonna show them Berserk.
Mm-hmm.
No matter how much you try to stick it to mean old conservatives, at the end of the day, you're still the guy who watches a goblin diddler. Your argument is forever invalid until you drop this freak. What's really disappointing about this situation is that Vaush has absolutely zero taste. Out of all the fantasy races you could have chosen, you ended up picking Goblin, a smelly, slimy, wrinkly goblin. Arguably the ugliest race in all of fantasy. I mean, at least the furry community would have backed you up if you winked to Khajiits. Elves are also a pretty basic choice too, but Zelda is socially acceptable now. You wouldn't have much of an issue with that. Fucking goblins. Like, when you start up RuneScape, do you just bust a fat nut every time you make your way out of Lumbridge? Do you splooge to the Reekling General Burnside? The funniest part
Are your
about this
eyes
whole goblin
ever
thing is
look
that the
scarred,
girls don't
John?
look like goblins.
God
I
almighty.
guess this was supposed to make the situation
We
look
have
less
now
sus,
tracked down
because
the
at
indicated
least it's not a
location.
human 2D child. But let's pretend these lollies in the pictures actually resemble goblins. It's still fucking gross.
I've provided you with new intel.
I'm just, and that is, by my understanding, that's just a portion of it. Keo, you better fucking explain this. You better explain yourself.
I thought it was pretty self-explanatory. Did you see Chris the Narc? Oh my god, he's gone off on him.
On Vaush?
Mm-hmm.
I should just do that. Hold up. After I finish decorating my house a little bit. Okay, good. There we go. Let's see. And I dropped the fucking speaker. Alright, Chris, where are you?
And
Chris,
the guy made me drop off my horse.
Ah, here. What is it? Is it this one? Vaush is trying to deflect and Keffel's tipster backtrack?
Oh god.
Yep, this is it.
I didn't notice. They gave me plenty of shit for that too. I'm not a big fan of the art. Yeah, I think I've done a good job of demonstrating a tendency towards carelessness and nothing else. So leaving that stupid least charitable argument aside, someone like that asked, okay, I get it, it's possible to make a mistake like that. Why then would you save the images? And what about the did you win? And look, there's really no way of saying this without sounding crass or flippant or whatever, but this is a video. There's actually a very clear and simple explanation for why, for not just those two drawings, but in fact all the drawings in that folder and all my court cases generally. And it's an explanation that is extremely well known and well substantiated. I'm a size queen. I like big days.
Chris looks like he's finna explode.
Hello, chef.
He does.
Yes, hello. You coming to calm me down just because I fucking heard that? Yeah? Is that what's happening? You like big
We all
dicks.
love
You're
Chris the
sizable,
Narc.
so you're okay with something that looks like a child getting by a big dick. This doesn't help you. This makes it worse, in my opinion. This makes it 50 times worse. Your lack of understanding as to why people are pissed is shocking to me. It just makes this worse. I'm losing my fucking mind. I'm actually gonna fucking
Damn it.
so even better, you ended with a fucking dog getting a fucking drunk! Oh, fucking man.
Cops is filmed on location with the men and women of law enforcement. All suspects are innocent until proven guilty in a court of law.
We're on to Vaush and then Keffels and Tipster. Their responses to Vaush coming out with this information. Now, I've seen clips of this video. I've watched this video. I've triple watched it just because I sat down and I really want to understand what Vaush was getting at here. So, let's get through it. Let's.
See, everyone, this is why you stay away from hentai. It corrupts your soul. And you shall forever remain maidenless. Who wants the new Elden Ring package to come out later this year?
I still have to get back into that game. Okay, back to our good old buddy Chris.
So, this is a video I probably should have made a long time ago. There are two main reasons why I haven't. For one, everything we're about to talk about has been discussed over and over and over again on this channel, in live streams and in videos. Some of it has been discussed to death. Over-engagement with the topic has caused it to have a disproportionate influence both on my community and on the way people outside of my community...
Disproportionate!
The second main reason I've been hesitant to make this video is because experience has taught me that, generally speaking, if folks...
Oh, I know it's brain dead, but I'm gonna give Vaush what he wants.
...hate you or distrust you or whatever else, it's pretty difficult to convince them otherwise. Sometimes, if you're unpopular enough, even if you've got a good point to make, just the attempt to change people's minds can come across as kind of self-incriminating. You actually ground them further in the positions they already have. You know, it's...
Dude, why are you trying to explain to me trying to change people's minds when you made shitty debate points? Trying to make debates
Will we be considered transphobic?
About CP like you should be outraged.
Wait, why?
About, child
Just because of the way we talk.
If you're mad at
we
one
don't
thing,
eat
you can't be mad
shit.
at the other. If you're mad at one thing, you have to be mad at the other thing, bro.
Nah, it's fine.
One of those deals where the people who need to hear it won't listen, and the people who will listen don't need to hear it again. Let's get right to it then. Let's not waste time.
And if you look like a dude, you're a dude. If you look like a woman, you're a woman.
Watch me for my political content.
Plain and simple.
Broader community drama. Some
Shit
folks
we learn in grade school.
Now, his in and of itself isn't actually that noteworthy. With
Vaush, you have it on 1.5. You won't get the context. Speeding up the videos, bad faith. Yeah, that's the criticism I'm gonna get. Vaush, are you gonna bring up the lolicon folder in the beginning as to why people are calling you a potential pedo? You're gonna bring up the folder, or are you gonna dribble on about all of your old debate points where no matter what you say, I still think it's crazy that you even had these debate points in the first place, even with the context.
The political climate being what it is, folks are getting accused of being pedophiles on Twitter left and right. It's pretty common. But some people have called me this way more insistently.
Well, he does make one small point. A lot of people get caused with pedophilia for just almost thrown around a lot.
Maybe it's because
It does get thrown around quite a lot.
Folder.
Some with good reason and some with not.
Is it that?
I'll jump to
I know
conclusions.
he brings it up an hour and 20 minutes in. It's just really funny that this word salad that he is expouting, trying to show the context of these videos, which Ethan did do. He did fuck up on the Mr. Girl one, I will say that. But regardless, it's just crazy that he's like, well, these screenshots are bad. All I things I said were bad. Everything's bad that I said. But I want to give Vaush the benefit of the doubt here. Much like Tipster would. No, I'm kidding. I'm not giving the benefit of the doubt. Just
like
nothing.
Controversial, but I do a bad job of making it.
How did we have a stream with both of them on there before their blow feud started?
You know, I have to go and
I don't know.
You know, what was I thinking? What was I saying? Is this clip like so dishonestly cut that, you know, no reasonable person would interpret it as looking bad if seeing the full?
Dude, a reasonable person seeing the context, myself, still thinks you're insane and interpreted it in the way that I have this entire time.
Or was I saying really stupid shit and I'm going to have to, like...
Well, you saw the photos, John. Is he insane?
Other people either believe my charitable explanations or believe...
Does a bear shit in the woods?
In addition to some of the legitimately really stupid shit I've said, I'll also cover some of the more bullshit accusations because, I don't know, they're transparently bullshit, a lot of them. I feel like you would have to already dislike me to read anything from them. But, you know...
Vaush, you're already undercutting the...
He sounds like he's trying to...
saw this.
Console himself.
Who you are, saw the lolicon folder, said, holy shit, that guy's crazy. And then on top of that, the clips of you saying shit that is like justifying CP and a debate tactic, even though you say that you don't justify CP whatsoever. So, you're already undercut. Well, you already dislike me. That's why you hate these clips of me. No, there are a bunch of normal people. Willie Max Show's video is pretty normie based. So let's see here. Willie Max Show's video has 270 views. There is no way the majority of that audience coming from Willie Max Show are people that genuinely hate you. There's probably a chunk of them, but not the majority. And Willie didn't know anything about you until this video came out. And Willie is the normiest of content creators of all time. And I say that as a compliment to Willie. That he's so normie that he saw the shit just like a normal person would be like, this dude's a freak. Not because he hates you, because the things that you said and had on your computer are disgusting.
A lot of it is that, so I need to sort of point that out too. So as far as I can see, there are 4 groups of people that I'm addressing here, more or less. The first group is my core audience, the people who have seen me address this and provide context for this and deal with this bullshit a million times. For a lot of them, all of this is a repeat. The second group of people is people who just fucking...
This is the thing, your audience, that's a problem. All the Vaush cells that defend you, they don't have an open mind to the situation at hand. They'll turn around and say, well, you guys aren't paying attention to the context. Okay, then why do you all keep dodging when we bring up the fact that he had saved Lolicon on his computer? Why do you keep dodging that? Is that not context as to why people are bad? Come on, Vaush fans. Come on, Vaush subreddit. Explain that one to me.
The third group is the massive, disaffected, disengaged, entertainment-hungry drama vultures who are just here because they think it's fun to watch people squirm. I see.
Hi, Drama Vulture here. It's not really necessarily a squirm. It's more or less you got caught with Lolicon on your computer, taking horse, and then when you got caught, tried to compare it to a short stack goblin form, and then saying, "Oh well, I found out later that it was Lolicon." Dude, are you blind? It looks like a child. Always looked like a child. And you saved that onto your computer.
Absolute worst of it, the monstrously stupid argument that I made way back when I first started streaming, that has since haunted me and irreparably tarnished my reputation. Now, this clip is the
And
one
he goes
that
to
I
blame
see
the
inside
anime
those online
community,
people are accusing
which,
me.
you know...
That's not even a little surprising.
Like, really?
It sounds pretty bad.
He goes
In fact,
that far?
this is real content. I get here against a more legal argument.
Yeah.
Actually,
But the anime
like I said,
community does make the argument. It's a 6,000-year-old dragon!
Damaging. Horrible.
After I started streaming, so a significant portion of my career as a live streamer has...
So here's my response to the Vaush thing, right? He goes, well, this is back in the day when I first started streaming, and totally, I thought that was the best way to get my debate points across. Vaush, I started streaming almost 2 years now. 2 years. Which, thank you guys for all your monetary
Has it really already been
subscriptions,
2 years since
viewership
Chris
support.
started? Damn.
We are
Yep.
growing at such a massive rate, and I can't thank you guys enough. Subscribe if you're new.
Well, at least I
Share
don't have to worry about
friends.
egg on my face.
I can't thank you guys enough.
Yeah,
for
that
shit.
too.
But I started 2 years ago.
Or you
I
a
never
bagpipe.
in my life, even before she would ever say something like that to win an argument. Because that's fucking insane. How do you even think that was a good idea to even bring up? That's not a normal thing to bring up in the first place, ever. Even in the context of a debate. So what the fuck are you talking about? What are you waffling about?
It's been providing context for the clip over and over to many people and many audiences. I've addressed it so many times that it's turned into like a kind of running joke in my community.
Well, Chris, aren't you scared of being called transphobic? Dude, I've been called transphobic so many times, and I have nothing but love for trans people. I genuinely dislike devils. That does not make me transphobic.
Like a rake that I'm cursed to keep walking into over and over. I often see people outside of my community, people who've seen this clip, but not seen me address it, mock the idea that any context that I or anyone else could provide could possibly explain away something that sounds that bad. When they see me or my fans say that this or any other clip has been taken out of context, it comes across to them as an effort to shoo away legitimate suspicion, chastising people for having an opinion on something that looks bad.
Shoo
Like,
away
you see
legitimacy.
about me, and then I or
Vaush, I just picture you twiddling your mustache as you're talking like this.
I have seen people weaponize calls for context in that way, so I don't fault others for being kind of suspicious of that or not taking it very seriously. Some people are just going to tune out right there. Now, don't get me wrong, the clip is bad. It's rhetorically bad, it's logically bad, it's obviously optically bad.
That's good that you're saying that this is bad. I get it, but you're still an idiot for doing it.
And the broader argument that it's pulled from are bad in all of those ways too. But as for what the clip and the argument that it's pulled from say about me, I would like to make the case, if I may, that it does implicate me, but not as a pedophile. Rather, as a fucking idiot, debate bro, brain-poisoned jackass, because I took a perfectly fine argument. I think that, when I explain it, the argument itself will make perfect sense at least.
No, never will. You can keep trying to say, oh, well, the argument itself, it'll make perfect sense when I explain it more in depth. No, we know the argument. We know what you were trying to get across, and it still doesn't make sense. Stop it.
I ruined it with edgy...
Stop it! Stop it! I just picture Chris smacking a dog as he's saying that.
Over the background of my mediocre Dead Cells game,
Oh, yeah.
argument the chat on the subject of foreign
Like,
labor
bad
and
dog.
was getting increased.
Bad.
Just in case anyone watching doesn't know, many of the products that we buy
Bad
from
Vaush,
American
bad.
companies on American store shelves are produced through supply chains that take advantage of what we could consider unethical business practices, like bad workers' rights stuff. Often this takes the form of sweatshop labor, a practice near ubiquitous, for example.
God, I don't care.
But American companies profit from even worse abuses, the mining of cobalt and the harvesting of chocolate and palm oil. Those are three practices that are especially notorious for their use of child labor, frequently child slavery, frankly. In practice, often just child slavery. American companies profit enormously from this because these abusive work conditions, it keeps the cost of harvesting materials requiring raw product relatively low. And as a
What does this have to do with anything, Vaush?
built into the fabric of our economy. Oh, okay. Stop.
He's trying to come across as an intellectual.
No, the argument. I understand that you're doing this so that you can brace the normies for why you're being slandered this way. But dude, you made these statements. You did these things. Then you got found out to have lolicon on your computer. That's why. You wanted to construct an argument that would
effectively and succinctly convey the severity of the problem.
That is not. You were a dipshit. A complete retard. And this whole video, for an hour and 25 minutes, is him just saying, I'm an idiot in this clip, 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 I'm a dipshit in this clip, I'm a retard in this clip, I'm a dumbass in this clip. Every single one of these clips are just him owning up to the fact that he is an idiot. That's it. There's not much more in this entire situation, especially when it comes to Vaush's video, that is of relevance to why people are mad. I'm going to skip ahead to the tax folder, because it's insane to me that it took him an hour and 9 minutes to actually get to the genuine situation at hand as to why people are mad. It's shocking.
After all that, now we finally arrived at this most recent moment. The incident that lit a fire underground on YouTube and is my life. The only thing I've done in the past 4 years that actually looks bad. It's pretty fucking embarrassing, to say the least. So there I was, streaming a few weeks ago.
My character just got killed.
Accidentally, instead, clicked the Save As tab right click drop down menu. Now, because as has been extensively demonstrated.
So, John,
my preferred strategy
What?
is my desktop lane.
I love that.
you're so quiet while watching this. Are you
Because
just that mesmerized?
I'm baffled.
It's just me being an idiot, guys. It's just me being an idiot, Chad. You know.
Do you understand that? I'm baffled.
How so? I love the curiosity.
Motherfucker, do you want me to turn into a goofy goober?
No, that's not the main issue as to why you're
Are you gonna go
it's the sheer fact that you
just devolve on me?
Horsecock porn
Devolve?
in your folder.
There wasn't even an evolution.
I happen to download consent. This is an insane thing to have as a live streamer, but there you go. It's me. So I hit save as, and a half second later, a preview window of the folder and its contents popped up on screen. And now, of course, that folder had porn in it. So I immediately ended the stream and deleted the file.
Lolicon porn, horsecock porn, horse porn. Stop pretending like it wasn't what it is.
Even if it weren't just embarrassing to make a mistake like that, as one of the largest political live streamers on the platform, it's TOS. You gotta delete the volume. So I stream with no delay, and folks are always screen capturing the feed. So I knew the contents of my to-be-sorted folder and the preview window were irrevocably public knowledge. But to be honest, that didn't really bother me too much. It was embarrassing, sure, but mostly because it made me look like a careless idiot, not because I was ashamed of the, furry, demon, monster, GF, big dick porn stuff.
You're chalking it up to furry, demon, monster, GF, big dick, horsecock porn. That's what we're chalking it up to.
All this, and I just picked up a brick of cocaine.
This fucking stupid. People knew I had it there. I rambled about liking all that stuff on screen before, not a secret, and I thought, maybe.
You're a degenerate freak. You're a degenerate freak.
Well, should you tell everyone what you're gonna fund me to torture me with? On a good side note.
What do you mean torture?
Of course, I knew as soon as the folder opened.
You're gonna make me play a whole bunch of, because that's what the content's gonna be coming out of your channel for the next few months.
Oh yeah,
that game drops in
Battlefront.
March.
Yeah, your soul has been signed.
Of course.
Yeah, you and Soma signed it against my will.
And you think they were just there to cause trouble. That shows how little you don't understand what the fuck is in your folder. Nobody was lying. The character looks exactly like a child. You saved a VTuber lolly hentai art of
Oh,
a
hold on, I got a
child.
message I gotta answer.
Fuck. And you saved it there. You didn't look at it and go, "That's a fucking kid. That's a child." You didn't look at that and see that. I don't believe you when you say that you didn't know it was lolly. I think it's bullshit. I think you're not truthful in that statement.
We know where this is going. By the next day, I had learned from what felt like the entire goddamn internet that 2 of the images in my folder preview window were actually from a well-known lolicon artist, and therefore definitely
a lolicon artist, not the actual artwork. He had to figure it out because the artist is a lolicon artist. It's not the image that makes you go, "That's a kid." It's the artist being a lolicon artist. Are you out of your fucking mind?
Intended to be lolly shit, which has to be the worst possible way to find out about that sort of thing. Now, obviously,
were you blind? Vaush, were you blind?
The accusation here isn't just that I had those images saved. That's true, not really an accusation, but also that I must have known that they were lolicon and saved them because they were lolicon. Now, the obvious and predictable, but nonetheless true response from me is that no, I didn't know that, and that must not have been the impression I got from those 2 drawings, because if I had gotten that impression, then I wouldn't have saved them. You know, I mean, drawings are abstractions, and art styles and body proportions vary massively, even from characters that are ambiguously adults. That doesn't mean lolly shit isn't a thing or a problem. I've bitched about it being a problem like a lot on stream. It just means that carelessly or inattentively failing to notice it isn't exactly impossible. I know.
Vaush is gonna kill Chris's patience.
Don't consume hentai. Don't jerk off to cartoons. Don't save photos that look like children getting dicked down to your computer. It's not that hard. It's not, oh, the body proportion size, the thick thighs or whatever. No. It's a kid. It looks like a kid. That's it. Done. It looks like a child. Stop it.
Well done, 47.
No, it's not.
I love Chris.
And like, what am I going to do? Make a fucking evidentiary argument here? You know, like, I'm not putting up the images so we can argue about the pixels or the proportions or whatever. I know fully well that like 99.9% of people who have heard about this drama haven't seen the images, nor do I think those
people that looked into the drama, that are covering the drama, have seen the photo unwillingly on Twitter. They've seen it. No creator in the drama sphere is going to go, I didn't look at the photo, like Tipster, and go, I'm just going to run with the fact that Vaush is a pedo just because. People have seen the photos. Vaush, you're lying. It was all over Twitter. Uncensored for days. Thousands of people have seen those tweets.
Oh, I got a new message. Hold up.
Excellent, 47. You took down the syndicate, but we have intel that there are more connected. Eliminate them all. You will be well rewarded. Prepare.
I'm just gonna run with the fact that Vaush is a pedo just because. People have seen the photos. Vaush, you're lying. It was all over Twitter.
They've seen the photos
for days. Thousands of
It was the nudes.
We saw the nudes, Seth.
99% of people have not seen those photos. People have literally made high-res versions of the photos. They made it high-res in the folder so that people can view it better, and it was a fucking
Dude, you got caught in 4K.
People should go looking for them, obviously.
How do you get caught in 4K?
Don't kind of situation where people are,
you're such a fucking, you're a snake.
Free to lie about the drawings, or as I've already seen on Twitter, just post other really bad-looking shit and say that's what I had in my folder. There's not much I can do about it, right? It's all totally unfalsifiable, and people are going to make whatever assumptions and inferences they want to make. All I can really say is that I didn't notice the problem while saving the drawings, the same way a person could fail to notice any element of any drawing if they were careless or inattentive or distracted.
How do you fail to notice what's wrong with a drawing? But the drawing is messed up.
Like,
you also said you thought it was goblin short stack porn. You also said that.
Goblin stack.
I didn't notice. They gave me plenty of shit for that, too. I'm not a big fan of the art. Yeah, I think I've done a good job of demonstrating a tendency towards carelessness, if nothing else. So, leaving that stupid, least charitable argument aside, someone might then ask, okay, I get it, it's possible to make a mistake like that. Why then would you save the images? And what about them did you like? And look, there's really no way of saying this without sounding crass or flippant or whatever, but, you know, it's already a pretty revealing video. If there's actually a very clear and simple explanation for why, you know, for not just those 2 drawings, but in fact all the drawings in that folder, and all my porn tastes generally, and it's an explanation that is extremely well known well substantiated. I'm a size queen. I like big dicks.
What? What? What?
Hello, chef. Yes, hello. You coming to calm
Where's
me
Simon?
down? Because
I
I
need
fucking
Simon.
heard that. Yeah.
I
You
need
need your
Simon.
emotional dog.
Like big dicks.
I need Sylvester.
So you're okay with something that looks like a child getting fucked by a big dick. This doesn't help you. This makes it worse, in my opinion. This makes it 50 times worse. Your lack of understanding as to why people are pissed is shocking to me. It just makes this worse. I'm losing my fucking mind. I'm actually gonna fucking punch a hole in the wall. Oh,
Come, my doggy.
I'm gonna fucking punch something. I'm gonna punch a hole in my wall.
Yeah, I was looking through drawn porn, like furry or hentai or whatever else. I saw big well-drawn dicks. I thought, cool. And saved the drawings, then never looked at them again, as evidenced by the fact they are in a big dump folder literally called to be sorted. That's, that's the extent of the consideration that I gave those 2 drawings before my community and then the entire fucking internet hopefully corrected my mistake. It's hard to even say anything about it. 5 seconds of, ooh, nice dick, cool line art. Saved, and it's a whole discourse. I wish I had an answer that was more satisfying, but really for something like this, I feel like people are going to believe what they believe. I do think there is a real argument to be made about carelessness, especially with regard to lolicon.
Are you okay, John? You go
I'm
quiet.
blaming the anime community for lolicon. Oh,
He's gonna blame
God,
the anime
yes.
community.
Anime community has made lolicon fucking normal, which is disgusting. We agree on that. But bro, that doesn't change the fact that there was a child being rammed by a gigantic cock. Like, you literally had it
Has now been unlocked. Enjoy.
saved to your computer with all your other folders to be sorted, your goon folders, your porn videos, your porn gifs, your porn photos. It was all saved in there, which ergo mean that you were going to jerk off to it at one point. You're fucking stupid.
About anime to know that's an issue with it. I find it repellent, and
It's all anime's fault.
I've been bitching about it for years. Plenty of that bitching has been on stream too. But it's possible to find something repellent while also not being perfectly vigilant about it. Especially in art where stylization and abstraction can kind of, cloud awareness and judgment of the extent to which any artists you follow or people in the community might be.
It was the nude Seth.
Want to jerk off to cartoons? Let's remove.
Are you enjoying Chris's meltdown?
For once, I am like, Chris, calm down. But go ham it while you're at it.
Done. You're still a freak. Easy answer. You want to jerk into horses fucking women. You're a freak.
Right? Pardon me for taking my most indefensible position yet on this.
Y'all freak!
In the history of my channel, I actually do like some anime. And there's a lot of really good shit out there in the anime community broadly, and in a lot of the sick anime babes getting railed on Twitter. I'm sorry. Like, often that is also cool. And I hate
Poor
that the pervasiveness of
We're getting thrown under the bus.
Basically, right? I don't like the fact that you could be.
I don't like that I can't jerk off to hentai without potentially jerking off to a child. That's what I got out of this.
Looking through what looks like a bunch of totally normal, fine, cool babes getting railed by big dicks, whatever you're into, while also feeling like you have to be vigilant that in this incredibly normalized process, some of these drawings might be of characters that are canonically underage, or that an artist who generally draws in a kind of cartoony style might be fine, but then another artist does that, but then they're actually drawing they're meant to be teenagers or whatever. I don't like it, and it's a normalization issue. I think one of the best ways you can deal with it is by being aware. I'm not perfectly aware, so I fucked up. This wasn't the first time that I fucked up in this specific.
How are you not aware
child labor
of what you were consuming?
Political YouTubers afraid to jerk off to adult women? Yes, they're afraid to jerk off to real people.
Bunch of likes in an old public Twitter porn account that I had, and over thousands of liked furry
jerking off to furry
Furries?
No, I'm putting the fucking speaker down. I know I didn't just hear that.
The word furry?
No, Vaush is. So Vaush is into.
Go on, John. Say it for the whole world to hear in 4K.
Vaush is a furry.
Let your Sith rage go loose.
Vaush is a furry. Do you understand that Vaush is a furry?
Oh, I understand it. And then you hear Chris's opinion of that. That's even more hilarious.
Yo, no, I don't think you're getting me.
I know, I get You know, furries don't want.
So much so that I'm gonna attempt to do this kill, this contract kill, with an exploding golf ball. Because I'm gonna prove that even people like Retro have more balls than Vaush. At least Coomer Schooner had his convictions wearing a bunny suit. And then he pledges to play Baby Come Back to get Shadow back, but that's besides the point.
Baby, come back!
Furries, hentai, lolicon, shotacon. If you jerk off to any of this shit, you need to be excommunicated from the human race.
Big dick monster girl images or whatever. I think they found one that was like the
Okay, that's all you need to
like,
hear
it's not
last
surprising to me
of
that might happen because, you know, I'm running between classes,
what
scrolling
Chris has
I
to
look at
say.
maybe 2 or 3 seconds before I like. The degree of scrutiny required there indicates that this goes.
Okay, we haven't talked about the private Twitter account. I'm looking into that. But he just confirmed that it's his.
I'll be in touch.
So, I can't get into that. Talk about it. I promised myself I would.
Do you see how calm Chris is trying to maintain himself?
He's not gonna hold it for too long.
Is his. That's all I will say.
Like, matter of personal temperance and extends broadly into, like, how weird is it that that's something that's been that normalized, you know? Anyway, I don't mean to, like, make a big point or make it, like, a broader issue, you know, as a way of pulling attention away from me fucking up. I just think it's a broader issue, you know? You know, people are going to say what they're going to say. They can judge me for what they're going to judge me for. I think a lot of people have been reelected.
You're blaming it on being a broader societal issue of anime culture that you downloaded lolicon to your computer to jerk off to later when it was clearly a child that you had saved your computer. You are fucking stupid. Based comment cop per usual. There's no legal or moral arguments against consuming child pornography under capitalism. Nothing. Pedophile obtaining it. Jesus Christ. Holy shit. It's society's fault, guys. We live in a society.
We live in a.
Dude looked up
don't
porn
fucking.
in class.
Don't
Yeah, that's
please
crazy
don't
to me.
pull
You're
up.
going to
We live in a
class and you're
society.
scrolling through looking up pornography on Twitter. That's like a crazy thing. That's crazy. I didn't even think about that. That's insane. Why are you scrolling through pornography Twitter when you're going to class? Who looks at porn before they go to a fucking class? Oh my god. All these people are degenerate freaks, dude. Alright, there's Vaush's response on the thing that people should be the most mad about is the fucking lolicon folder. Finally, we're almost done. How long have I been live for? 3 hours. Holy shit, I somehow condensed all that into 3 hours. Let's go. I can't believe it. I thought I was going to be here for like 5 hours. Alright, so, last few bits here. Last few bits, because it's really funny. So, Keffels made a statement about Twitter after the Mudahar stuff, everything else. Over the last 2 weeks, I've been called a groomer and a pedophile thousands of times. I've been getting constantly dead named and misgendered. I've been told to end myself. Some people have even threatened to R-word me. The harassment has been so bad, I have had panic attacks and lost sleep over it. I am terrified of it escalating further because I know just how far online harassment can go. There's nothing I can do to deal with the transphobic harassment as Elon Musk removed both, so we're blaming Elon Musk. Okay. Both dead naming and misgendering from the terms of service. Similarly, Elon Musk forcing third-party developers to pay for access to the Twitter API.
Whoa, is dead naming?
Wait, what?
Which was previously...
Dead naming is when someone uses your old handle, practically.
Free has resulted in all anti-harassment tools I previously used to discontinue service. Twitter has become functionally unusable for me because you don't get to be the ratio queen. That's why. Let's just be real here. Without being inundated with bigots and threats, I can't handle it anymore. I know that I have my fair share of critics, but no one deserves this. This is just cruel for cruelty's sake, and there's no justice behind any of this. Thanks everyone for sharing laughs with and making friendships with here. I'll keep in touch. privated her account. Now you're saying to yourself, Chris, why is that funny? Well, Keffels doesn't like being called a groomer and a pedo. Here's to Keemstar. Saying I look like Jalen just because we are both trans is like if I were to say every racist pedophile looks just like you. No one's paying you. You're a bald pedophile. Oh wait, let's keep going real quick. Tipster is mad. We covered a story that didn't involve rape. If it had some rape in it, he definitely would have been complaining. He hearts rape. I always wanted the ratio of bald pedophile. Let's keep going. Let's take a look at the Shut Logic clip.
What the fuck?
Thanks. It's been a pleasure. Great to talk to you all as always. All the best. Shut Logic on all good social media platforms. If you like racism,
pretty sure that guy is like a pedophile.
CTV.
Like,
how about
actually.
yourself? So there's that. Keffels. The type of person to accuse someone of pedophilia without any crucial evidence is also the type of person that has a hard drive on their computer that would land them in jail. Let's keep going real quick. Right now, Matt Walsh is scrolling the hashtag #WhatIsAWoman to retweet things making his documentary.
What is a woman?
Sure would be a shame if people flooded the hashtag with tweets calling him a groomer.
Keo's favorite title.
That actually is a hilarious movie.
Ratio a known groomer, Matt Walsh. I'm not terrified of you, Matt Walsh, because you are a groomer, plus you have no swag, plus ratio. Oh, it's, So, Keffels complains that people are falsely accusing her as a groomer and a pedo, but proceeds to have multiple instances of calling people pedos. This one actually happened a few days ago.
This is, my friend, why you stay out of the commentary community, because you will be
That's why I don't
cannibalized.
feel bad for you. Keffels, no, drama-hungry predator, go away like you said you would. No, fuck yourself. So remember when I showed you that she privated her account? Yeah, she unprivated
Remember,
her
everyone.
account. No, fuck
called
yourself.
that.
I unlocked my account
It's
because
an
I'm not
art.
getting transfilled the W by
Liked
leaving.
by Vaush.
Alright, peace out. Fuck this curse, please. I'm not leaving. I'm leaving. Proceeds to say I'm not leaving. Go fuck yourself. There's this guy. Alright, peace out. Fuck this curse, please. This site is infested with Nazis. And not much fun right now. Follow me over at Blue Sky where I'll be posting. My username is kevels.gg. And guess what? You're gonna get raped. Jesus Christ.
What the fuck?
So, we have Keffels. Let's go over the tipster response. Final thing to end on
Keffels.
before Leon
Sounds like a
screams way
freaking
into my loss.
toast cereal.
Let's
Yeah,
go
for
over
real.
Tipster real quick, because it's really funny. For those not already aware, Vaush has released his statement to the current controversy. If you'd like to see it, you can check it out at the link below. As for me, I won't be commenting on this subject any further. You shouldn't have commented on it in the first place. Now is where you wanted to speak on? Okay, Leon, okay, we'll go over the tipster response together then. Fine. There we go. Alright. You want some...
Hello, my good buddy.
Hello, buddy. What do you want to say about the tipster thing?
What a collection of people.
Collection of people in what sense, buddy?
Fucking bunch of moronic pedophiles from tipster to
Okay.
people. Now, I'm being genuinely dead ass here. If the gimmick is these people want a straw man to get mad and defend people who admit that they had Lolly on their computer, fine. You saw the shit I sent you in regards to Saggy. It's a motherfucker just constantly swinging and missing.
Yeah, that's most of these people are just swinging misses.
I'm gonna speak on this. No, I'm gonna speak on that. Well, I wasn't really informed about what Tipster was doing. Tipster's still my friend, and I'm gonna defend him no matter what. Just a swing and a miss, swing and a miss, swing and a miss, swing and a miss.
Don't defend
You
these
motherfuckers are weird.
Yeah, don't defend
And
these
then
people.
Saggy's the most moronic of each of them, which is shocking, depending on who we talking about. Because Saggy will sit there, bitch, moan, get it all wrong, and then say, well, why is everybody worried about what I'm saying? I'm a small YouTube. What?
Bro, that's just like what Keffels did. Keffels is like, oh, Ethan's punching down at me. I only have 33,000
I'm
subscribers.
ready. You've prepped the next assignment.
It's like I said, like 20 minutes ago. If he's so sorry about how this affected all his buddies, even though he only named one,
Keffels.
delete the video.
Yeah, it would be
Delete
great.
the video on the screen.
It would be
Because
smart.
guess what? You know whose opinion kind of trumps everybody's? Paige Christie's. Why, you may ask?
Yeah, I was about to say why.
Why, you may ask? She's a mother.
She is. She is a mother. Necessary.
A mother telling you she's weirded out by this shit and you playing defense should really make you fucking question what you speaking on.
It should, but you know it won't. That's the thing. And he would like refuse to do that. Like, he refuses to look deeper into it. The idea that a mother is freaked out by a guy who is, again, saying I did save lolicon hentai to my folder, and it's anime culture's fault that I did this.
Hooray.
Idiot. Tipster's a dipshit. I want to keep reading this. I've said all I wanted to say on the subject, and I encourage my community to check out his response if you wish to hear directly from Vaush his positions on all of this. I want to wrap this announcement by apologizing to this community. He's done this so many fucking times. Oh, God. As well as communities adjacent to mine, Keffels. Let's just be real here. Stop pretending that that's not what that is. While my intentions were good in this situation, you're just retarded. It has resulted in heinous attacks against this community and the people within it who I care deeply about, as well as friends whose relationships I value dearly and their communities as well. Don't talk then. It's that easy. You shouldn't have talked.
He's only talking about Keffels.
He really is only talking about Keffels, and for that I apologize. It was never my intention for any of this to happen. You tagged H3H3, you fucking dipshit. But it's been a learning experience about how my actions affect those around me. You've done this before, like 50 times, dude. Like, now that I finally have started to see you from the light of, like, what people have been saying for a long time, I see exactly what they're talking about.
That's the crazy boy, Chris.
You've been doing this forever.
This is like his third time on this exact subject.
Exactly. Third time on this exact subject.
And you know what's crazy? We're not talking about a group of people, because it ain't just one. That's freshly new to the internet. Mm-hmm. We're not talking about a teenager. We're not talking about a child. We're talking about people in their 30s.
Grown-ass people. People that have experienced life.
What in the fuck is wrong with you people?
I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with these people. Stop trying to group me in with this shit. But, like,
no.
Yes. No, fuck you. You're not grouping me into this retardation.
Why would... See, you just like these dipshits. Who was talking about you?
No, you say we, you say you people. I don't know what you mean by you people. It's racist of you to assume that.
Now look, do you...
What do you mean by you people? Hell no.
I've been in that argument.
Me, well, fuck, what's the problem? It's just cartoons. Yeah, buddy.
That person's hard drive needs
the
to be
you
inspected.
people argument to a degree.
The minute I hear that, hard drive inspected.
I like how everybody in my chat, when that motherfucker said that, bitched them out.
Yeah, that's good. I had a guy in here that's like, it's crazy that you're like defending Keem, where I said it's disgusting to use the RS Glory and Gold thing, and the whole chat just fucking ate them alive. I fucking love my community.
Everybody in that fucking chat beat that nigga up. I was like, yes.
That's the best. Bro, that's how you know you're in the right.
I know I've cultivated a great audience of not even like-minded people, just smart niggas.
Just people that like understand that, hey, this shit is fucking disgusting. Let's finish the tipster thing. And I have taken a serious mental note of that. No, you haven't. You're gonna make this mistake. You've done this before. This is the tipster cycle. Says some stupid shit, gets called out for stupid shit, doubles down on stupid shit, apologizes for stupid shit, and then does stupid shit again.
Speaking of the tipster cycle, I would be remiss if I didn't try, Chris.
I know. You're gonna try and play devil's advocate here.
It's time for me to argue for a tipster W.
There's no way you're gonna be able to do that.
Shut up. I could try.
You could try, but I'm gonna be shocked if you could even do it.
You've been shocked by less.
Yeah, but this one I'm gonna be shocked by. How are you gonna do the tipster W in this one?
Are you ready?
I'm ready. I'm kind of gonna be in shock by this one. There's nothing. He has nothing.
Are you sure?
Are you okay,
ready?
John?
I'm ready. I'll see what the fuck it is.
Do I sound like I'm okay?
Tipster.
I don't know. You haven't been saying anything.
Because I'm like, why? Just why? Like
The things I send across your desk.
the things you throw at me, yes.
You're just as bad.
Wait, what do you mean? Wait, what?
A Beggar's Journey.
Oh yeah. A Beggar's Journey. Oh God. Do I need to hear about the 10-year plan again, Keo?
No, what we need is a Beggar's Journey Part 20.
Syndicate member eliminated. Well done, Jose. Get back to the safe house. I'll be in touch.
A beggar's journey. We need. Ooh.
We need more of that series. More lore.
Need a fucking vacation after something like that.
Very large doses. This compound, it's not lethal. I mean, okay, yeah, sure. It's not, well,
I'm just like. What is with all these people? And it's ironic that we had Tipster on.
Thank you.
And we didn't even invite him. He showed up.
You just sound like you're crying tears of sorrow.
Ready when you are.
Because
Come back if you need more.
how many skeletons do these people have in their closets? I'm just like, I'm at a loss for words. I am. I really don't know what to think.
You're having a moment of crisis.
And I don't have the Battlefront collection until next month to soothe my pain, to soothe my pain. And you with the Vaush and where's Soma? He answers.
I think
he answers to a PSN call faster.
Why would I do?
Why would you do that? Why wouldn't you?
Okay, John. You really need this badly of counsel.
Get his ass in here right now. Keep wheezing. Do it.
He might not even be online.
He'll, even if he's not online, he gets the ping. Because by the time we're done, sometimes he feels like somebody's gonna be watching him. I just played the stock market on Hitman and I made $2 grand more than Boogie. I feel somewhat okay.
Maybe you should ping him Discord as well, or something.
We've been pinging him on Discord. Yo, no. You just need to get his ass. He's gotta know the crisis. This is on the same level of when Keemstar yelled at Seth. I'm pretty sure he just said, "What the fuck do y'all want from me?"
We have now tracked down the syndicate leader's location. I've provided you with new intel.
I'm gonna drink some virtual wine. While we contemplate this.
Uh-oh.
Why so serious?
Would you look at that? Score! 3 Americans. You did what? My drone forces in Syria. Move away from that area. Oh, this is bad. Do you have any idea how much you just fucked up? What are you talking about? You shoot at America all the time and they never do nothing. My God, we shoot down their drones, you fucking idiot. You see, America doesn't care when you shoot at their drones. They're just money to them. They don't care when you even shoot at their boats as long as you miss. But when you hurt their people, I need options, ordnance, and intel. I want to know who these guys are. I want to know everything about them. I want to know what language they speak. I want to know who their parents are, their kids, their brothers, their sisters, their aunts, their uncles. I need to know every person who's ever come into contact with them. I want to know who their hairdresser is. I need to know exactly where their feet are on this planet at any given time, and I need you to show me how we're going to deal with this situation so I can make a decision. Do you see what the fuck you just did? Let me put this in perspective for you. You remember when America pulled out of Afghanistan? Yes, it was a complete bumbling failure. Why are you highlighting that? Some things definitely went wrong for America in Afghanistan, but they also moved 130,000 people 3,000 miles in a week. Can you do that? What am I going to do? I would start by praying. If they have a hangnail or a food allergy, I want to fucking know about it.
You know what? I'm gonna eat this edible. I'm going to the third. I'm going to the next dimension.
Do you need to end your stream?
No. I am the scariest thing with wings that's existed since the Cretaceous period. Every time they saw one of us stream Keo, they ran away. You think the bagpipes will intercept me? I'd intercept me. I ate the edible, and now I'm going for the pipe. Do you understand, Keo? How badly Vaush has fucked up? Oh,
It's
that's
the
right.
Gossip
Hold up.
Queens.
Yeah, that comment is from, you know, when I'm held hostage. Without any words, you already know where I'm going.
I hear you.
We actually, why did I turn the speaker off? I was taking a few seconds to just contemplate this, because now we heard the Kristen Arc end. We are going to play the tipster end.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yes. We will be playing the tipster end. Oh no, okay, I gave you full. You might have ended your stream, but you're also.
My stream's still going.
Oh, it is? Because you sounded like you finished yours.
I'm just multitasking.
You are coping and seething. You just can't accept what you're seeing. Yes, you're coping and seething. The truth is scalding, and now you are molding.
Whole situation
John lost.
has honestly ruined anime for me so fucking much that I never want to watch anime again.
That was fake.
I got
That's
my
fake.
waste bin here, and I've got some of my anime. We got Death
That
Note,
trash
one of my
can is
favorites.
too clean.
Fuck it, throw it in the bin. We got some Dragon Ball Z, another great anime show. Throw it in the fucking bin. Robotech seems pretty harmless, but who knows? Maybe there's some lolly in there. Throw it in the fucking bin. So, now we're going to talk about something that I'm sure a lot of you guys predicted I would talk about today, and oh boy, Tipster had an opinion that made people big mad on the internet, and it's been something else, so why don't we go ahead, why don't we talk about it? Okay, chat, so as you guys know, there's been a bit of controversy with a content creator known as Vaush as of late.
And, there's been a lot of people coming for Vaush, H3H3, several people in the commentary community, etc., over the whole incident.
Hey, real quick pause, side note. What's this recent drama going on with Hassan? Hassan Piker? Why are him and... I forget, you didn't tell me this. How come him and Krigler are at it? I figured you would. I figured you'd be the one that would know that.
Why? Because my disdain for Krigler?
Yes.
I don't know everything.
Who you got in a boxing? Who do you got in a boxing match between Adam Krigler and Tim Pool?
I would bet Tim Pool, just for the sake of being it.
He probably drank. What was that fucking thing he says he puts in his coffee? He feels like $1 million bucks. Kelp or help or something. It's that fucking whatever it is. You're the one that promotes ready, safe meals. Yo, Keo, I checked my... Besides, another side note, I checked my Google, I checked my email. And yeah, I'm not selling my soul to Raid Shadow Legends. They tried to give me a sponsorship.
How did you not sell your soul to Raid Shadow Legends?
Why would I do that?
Because most people sell their souls.
This is me we're talking about here. I have integrity. No, I'm sorry. Now, if I get hit up,
what
to
if
promote,
it was
if it was
what if it was the Star Wars mobile game?
I actually play Galaxy of Heroes. I wouldn't mind because Galaxy of Heroes, I've never dropped money into it, and I have a pretty powerful team of characters that you do see from the commercials that you would think, oh, you need to spend money on. No, I know how to get there's ways of getting them without paying money, and there's really the grind ain't really there. It's just a turn-based RPG, like RPG fight type deal, like Final Fantasy. So I play it on and off. So if I was allowed to promote Galaxy of Heroes, then yeah, I'll do it. Even though fucking Raid Shadow Legends sponsorship was only and this number is weird, but it was but I have my sister who knows how to cross-reference emails. Yes, it was apparently legitimate because you could run it through some sort of search engine that lets you show that it's real. For $444 every promotion.
Wait, so every time you stream, go get Raid Shadow Legends. You can make 802 streams.
I don't think it's that easy. Why do you think I don't just go for it?
Darn.
It's not. It really cannot be that easy. I'm having somebody. So I have somebody, looking into it that I know who knows how to also look into this kind of stuff. So then I'll make a decision on anything in the future I run it through them.
You're a little guild, and you're gonna have to promote your little guild for Raid Shadow Legends.
Yeah,
your
exactly.
Little pools and your gotchas. And you gotta create your own thing and sell your soul by actually playing the game.
Keo, you're selling yourself to WWE 2K25 probably.
No, I'm not.
Probably would if you had got a character in there.
I already got the creation character tools, so I like my community tools. The only games I've got on my to buy list personally are Persona 3 Reloaded and the new Final Fantasy 7 game, which people are dropping reviews already, and they're all saying it's good. So. I know Shadow will be playing it like crazy because he reserved it digitally. Are you feeling better?
I'm getting there.
with the the leaking of the folder and going back and looking at some of his old takes on various different topics and debates and stuff, and a lot of people took serious issue with my position on some of these topics, and so there's been a lot of pushback, a lot of people big mad at me. And I decided to talk about this mainly because I wanted to clarify.
He's a lefty. What do you expect?
But also, people have used this as kind of an opportunity to kind of spread misinformation about me that I wanted to take a moment to try and clarify. So, we're going to do that today.
I always view it as, if you're not guilty, why open your fucking mouth with people? It's just like, that's how I am. I stay the fuck... I don't have to defend myself. Unless I know it's against very serious, heinous, like, lies, which have been proven false. But with people in these situations, the difference is there's shit to connect it back to. Do I feel bad for Tipster in a way? Yes and no. He seemed like an awesome guy. He was a nice guy to talk to. He was very respectful to us. And when I popped into his stream to tell him, hey man, that was cool you popped in, he was saying that it was no problem. He's there to help a little bit. Then what the hell happened?
I think it's just
between then and now?
A matter of opinions. It's a matter of opinions.
Responded to this,
there it is.
Keffels. Keffels did a video earlier today called
Who the fuck is Keffels? I still don't know who the fuck Keffels is.
Originally, I had
look it
planned on
up.
reacting to this video, and I decided, you know what, I'm not going to do that. But if you guys want to check it out, I'll post a link in the chat. If you're watching this as a YouTube video later, I will share the link in the chat for that as well. But I kind of wanted to make my positions crystal fucking clear on this, because if you look at a lot of the coverage of this situation, the take that they are showing is not reflective of what I actually think at all. They would tell you things like, Tipster's defending the existence of Lolly. They would tell you things like Tipster is defending Vaush's position that, CP is okay, and just like a bunch of crazy shit that's just not fucking true. Okay, so before we get into this at all, I just want to make my positions here very fucking clear, okay? I'm not okay with Lolly. I think that shit is insanely degenerate and fucked up, and I'm not okay with it. I'm not okay with CP, okay? Nor am I okay with justifying the existence of CP, and I'm certainly not okay with children having sex with adults, okay? These are things that I am not okay with, and so if you came away from other people's coverage thinking this fucking Tipster guy is insane, like, why is he okay with this shit? I'm absolutely not. If you want my honest opinion about what happened with Vaush and the stuff that was on his computer, I think that he was insanely careless, and I don't think that shit should have been on his computer.
Oh my
I think
God.
It's a real problem that he had that shit on his computer, and I
Tipster,
think he should be more careful in the future. Now, I know a lot of people are instantly condemning him because, he had, supposedly Lolly on his computer, and therefore
John,
he needs to be, canceled.
Stay with me. Stay with me.
Now or whatever. And I just...
Man down.
I tend to
Man
be a little bit
down.
more charitable in the sense that I feel like a lot of people on the internet instantly want to assume malice where ignorance could be a simple answer. The issue here is that, when you're talking about, hentai and anime and stuff like that, the art style is so ambiguous that sometimes you could be looking at a character that looks like an adult character, and then you later find out it's not an adult character.
Hello, Brandon.
So it's not always, easy to tell. If I could give you guys honest advice when it comes to this kind of shit, if you're into adult content, stay the fuck away from hentai, okay? Because you might see something that looks perfectly fine in hentai and then find out, oh, that's like a 16-year-old girl. Well, fuck that shit. Just stay away from hentai. If I can give you guys honest to God advice, stay away from that shit, okay? Because you're asking for fucking trouble at that point. So yeah, when it comes to the stuff that was on Vaush's computer, that's not okay. I'm not okay with that. I'm willing to give him the charitability of hearing him out and saying, hey, according to him, I didn't realize what it was, but apparently it is Lolly, and that's not okay.
How do you not realize what it is?
Maybe this was
You
an
have
accident.
a folder
and
named
I
it.
don't want to jump to the conclusion that he's a pedophile over that shit. That's essentially my position when it comes to the stuff on his computer. Now, when it comes to the arguments he made in previous debates, I feel like what's happening here is we have a lot of normies who aren't familiar with the debate space, and they're getting their first glimpse of some of the crazy shit that happens in the debate space, especially in the early days of this space. They're starting to see this shit, and they're like, holy fuck, what the fuck is going on? But, like, if you've ever spent any time in this space, any significant amount of time, some of the shit, and I referenced this in my last stream, some of the shit that people debate, or some of the arguments that people will use in a debate to back up their positions are, like, really fucking insane, okay? I talked about the fact that in the past, you know, Destiny has done debates about incest, and Destiny has done debates about using pragmatic CP to treat pedophiles through exposure therapy. There was the infamous dogfucker debate. Like, some of the shit that people debate about is so bizarre. I even heard a debate one time, and I know some people in chat know which one I'm talking about. There was a debate one time where someone tried to argue that another person is a pedophile because they think that if your partner has a foot fetish and you go out in public barefooted, where children may be present, with your partner that has a foot fetish, then you're engaging in an act of pedophilia.
What?
Like, it's so fucking weird, right? So essentially, like, my take on Vaush's
Sorry,
previous
what?
takes is this, okay?
I don't
I
even
think
understand
that
him.
they were misrepresented in a way to make it seem like Vaush was being pro-child pornography or in favor of children having sex with adults, and it's just not true. Like, if you actually listen to the subject matter that's being discussed, did he use a horrible fucking analogy to make his point? Yes, he absolutely did. This is something that Vaush himself would admit that, yes, he used a horrible fucking analogy to make his points. But anybody who comes away from that and says this guy's in favor of child pornography and this guy is in favor of, you know, adults having sex with kids, that's just not the case. As a matter of fact, I want to show you guys this compilation of clips of Vaush literally arguing the opposite position of that. So let's go ahead and let's take a look at it.
The vegan gains debate, that's a solid F. Not only did I not make my arguments well, at one point I made my anti-child pornography argument so poorly that it got clipped out of context and people are using it as an argument that I support child pornography. My basic argument is that, like, why is child pornography bad? Because to produce it, you have to hurt children. Because it hurts people to produce it. Yeah? Producing child porn requires harming a child. The argument I'm making is that it frustrates me that liberals recognize child pornography as bad. Great, nice, well done. But then they're really, really defensive of, like, global commodity production chains that involve child slave labor. Like, they'll talk that off, like, really, really, really readily, you know? Like, oh, well, there's no other choice. Oh, well, we don't have to care about that. Oh, yeah, dude, like, cobalt that's mined up is done by child slave. But, you know, like, whatever, that's just how the economy goes. Dude, whatever, like, we make computers, they look sick, bro. Like, don't think about it. So that was the argument that I was making originally.
I don't know, me personally, I would have tried to find another example.
Me too. Hey, no, me too, buddy.
Holy shit.
Jesus. So, yeah, essentially he was making an argument against child slave labor, and he just used a really shit analogy to make his point, right? Like, there are plenty of other ways that you could discuss this shit, and, yeah, you know, using a child pornography argument, and, you know, that should probably not the best argument to use. There are definitely better ways that you can make that point. But I don't think he's in favor of child pornography. And when it comes to the lolly shit that was on his folder, that shit should not have been there. And if I'm being completely honest, he's fucking retarded for having that shit on his computer. There's so many people who are making the argument.
I mean, it doesn't matter. It should be okay. The question is, okay, that he shouldn't have had it. Why did he have it? The phrasing of questions. Okay, we don't care about why it's there. We care. No, how do I phrase this right? We don't care how it got there. We care why do you have it.
We have managed to locate the leader. However,
Does that make any sense? Does it?
Yeah, it does. Why do you have it, and what are you doing with it? Is basically the question.
They are attending a secret meeting. We also know that they have black hair. They are wearing glasses.
It's simple logic
And has a tattoo. We also know that the
that
target enjoys
we just don't have an answer to, unfortunately.
That's all I have.
Exactly.
Godspeed, 47.
Are the mushrooms finally kicking in, my friend?
Damn it. Oh, I forgot to hit the button.
I am defending Vaush having Lolly on his computer, and that's not the case. What I'm saying is that I don't want to attribute what happened in that situation instantly to malice. I want to give him a little bit of charitability and assume that, okay, he's saying that it was an accident, he didn't realize it was Lolly, and that's why it was on his computer, but he got rid of it as soon as he found out. I'm willing to be charitable, give him some charitability, and assume that, okay, maybe he's telling the truth there. Is it possible I'm wrong? Sure. And if more stuff comes out at that point, then hey, that's something that Vaush has to deal with on his fucking own. Like, I ain't saving your ass if more shit like that comes out. Okay, Vaush, you're on your own at that point. But like, honestly, like, I really truly think the internet is so quick to attribute things to malice when more often than not it's just ignorance or fucking stupidity. And let's be honest, if you've seen that clip, he looked really fucking stupid in that clip. Now, some people have used this as an opportunity to misrepresent some things that have happened with me in the past and try and not only dig up old arguments that I made and misrepresent them again, but also tell the story in ways that isn't accurate to the truth. An example of that we can take a look at here is this Twitter video that sent to AB, who is part of the H3H3, I guess you could say their production team or whatever. But let's play this video and I'll address these points word for word as we go along, at least the parts that pertain to
Oh
me.
shit,
So, here we go.
Keemstar.
Things you need to look for. Tipster, alright? Not the first time he's defended Lolly. Almost a year.
Which, by the way, I didn't actually defend Lolly. We'll get into that in a little bit.
Ago, to this day, one of his moderators posted on Twitter a picture of Lolly. Now, before.
That's wrong. Leave it to the guy who runs Drama Alert to 14 seconds into a video already get it wrong. I'm going to summarize this, but if you guys want the full context, I did a video on this last year that you guys can take a look at. It's this video, my response to the drama. I'll link it in the chat, and I'll try to remember to put it in the description for the YouTube video.
So, I'm curious. Maybe you know this question, Kyo, or somebody can tell us. What is the origin of, I don't even want to say the word, of just the Elcon?
Excellent, 47.
Japan.
But we have intel that
Any specific reasons, individuals, any point of just specific when it was created? Or why it came about?
How would you like? Do you want me to destroy your childhood?
How bad are we talking?
Depends on how bad I want you to destroy your childhood.
It just depends what you're gonna hit.
Dragon Ball.
Find something else.
I was like, that you would never look at this again.
Welcome to your safe house, 47. A new center of operation
if you want
where you can prepare for your
But, just to summarize what happened. I had a friend she's an artist. She follows several other artists on Twitter, so art is constantly shown in her Twitter feed. Stuff gets retweeted into her Twitter feed, etc. Okay? And so while she was scrolling through her feed, according to what she says, she accidentally liked something that the community later deemed to be lolly. Okay? And so they started attacking her for this, and she came to me in a panic in a Discord call, and she's like, I don't know, like, what the fuck, like, to do. Like, I'm freaking out. And we talked for, like, a solid hour about this situation. And ultimately, what I decided to do was I decided to defend her. Because she was being called a pedophile and a lolicon, and I know that she is not either of those fucking things. So I defended her, and I also said, I don't even know if this qualifies as lolly. Like, that was essentially all my argument was at the time. I don't think my friend is a lolicon or a pedophile, and I don't even know if this qualifies as lolly. And those questions somehow got spun into me defending lolly, which is not the fucking case. And again, my friend did not post the picture, as Keemstar just said. My friend liked a picture on Twitter by accident, and as soon as people brought it to her attention, she unliked it.
To respond, Tipster started defending her left and right. Then,
yeah, I did defend her, because she was my friend.
The moderator realized
So they were my friends.
I posted Lolly, I'm in the wrong, and apologized and deleted the tweet. You know what Tipster did?
It's your duty to get friends to call out your friends if they're wrong.
Yeah, because they continue to attack my friend, so, like, I was defending my friend.
That's not it. Also, Chris from Mr. Beast.
This is the one that really ticks me off. This is the one that really ticks me off. Listen to this.
But that's not it. Also, Chris from Mr. Beast, right? He got exposed for posting Lolly, right? Back in the day. The artist that made the Lolly that Chris posted from Mr. Beast is the same artist that drew my daughter in a sexual way and got canceled.
Oh shit. I know we hear about them, people say that, but now that's the first time I heard it come out of Keem's mouth.
Oh yeah, that happened.
Welcome to Thornbridge Manor. The syndicate is currently operating in the area.
Actually true. This artist in question that he's talking about, this artist is known as Shadman or Shadbase, and we'll get into that in a little bit. But this is true. This artist did draw Keemstar's daughter, who was, I think, like 6 or 8 years old at the time, in a sexual way, and I think that's fucking disgusting. We'll get into Shadman in a little bit. Shadman.
Yeah, it's impressive, alright.
So it's personal. I hate this shit. It's fucking disgusting, alright? Guess what Tipster did? Tipster defended Chris from Mr. Beast and that post. And that fucking post.
It's not exactly what happened. And we'll get into that in a bit.
So he has a long history of doing this. Here's the best part. Flamingo is a content creator who got exposed for having Lolly or posting Lolly or something.
I demand that you return my call ASAP. Sending a junior attorney is gross negligence of your responsibility.
You and Flamingo should go bowling together. Tipster said last night on stream, no, Flamingo is a pedo. Flamenco's a pedo, Tip?
I mean, Flamenco probably is a pedo. And he's definitely a stalker and a kiwi farmer and a real fucking weirdo. I don't regret what I said about him.
What about Vaush?
Nor do I take it back.
What about fucking Vaush? So, I want these hypocrites deleted. I want them deleted. I want them fucking deleted.
Remember, Mr. Anti-Deplatform Keemstar advocating for people being deplatformed over false pedo and lolicon allegations. Okay, nice. Anyway, the rest of it's just about Vaush. I just kind of wanted to address that point. Now, he mentioned someone known as Shadman, aka Shadbase. I'm gonna fill you guys in on.
Dude, I just found it funny when he was throwing out the Dragon Ball stuff. That's what had me hilariously laughing. This got so bad that Chibi Reviews made a video on this situation. The anime guy actually posted it.
You can't just quit anime cold turkey.
Especially if you have some, like Death Note and some of them. Death Note has nothing to do with any loli or any materials, neither does, okay, Dragon Ball, I can take an argument. Robotech don't think so. Like, all the stuff he threw in there doesn't have anything. Hell, even Final Fantasy 7 doesn't. And that was one game he threw in there. Catherine?
Yep.
Catherine? Do you know what that game is about? It's questionable on the thing, because adultery. I mean, it's about cheating on your girlfriend.
Oh, yeah.
Lollipop Chainsaw?
Yep.
The girl has her dead boyfriend's head on a strap on her waist.
You would have YouTubers who would commission this guy to do thumbnails for them or do art for their videos and shit like that. Like,
and if you take a look at his trash can, that is a perfectly clean trash can.
Loved his like non-lolly art, and it's just like it's crazy to me looking back at.
That dude looks... Okay, explain the Shad base, Kyo, from what you know.
I know nothing on Shad, man. Like, I know absolutely barely anything on that guy. Are you still living?
Oh, I'm still living. I'm just letting you speak. Unless you want to do some quick research on it and then give your live take on what it is.
Yeah, you already scared Retro by accident while the Baker's act, which is your fault.
Work back there. The Syndicate took a serious blow, but there is still much work to get done. Recuperate and prepare for your next assignment.
Who even told you of that weird act? So, did you end your stream?
Oh no, I didn't even realize I had the mute button on. I was responding to what you were saying.
Oh.
You said, where did I learn the Baker act?
And you started dying laughing.
Because
I
it's
know,
like, did
I'm
I
just...
know something? Did I know about? I was like, did I know something political the kid?
Did you know what what all it was? You just you asked me to look at that, and I was like, where have you heard of that? And I looked it up, and I just read it aloud. You just terrified the poor kid. Do you feel happy?
I'll feel true happiness when I play Battlefront 2 Classic online in the Jedi Temple.
Have a good trip, 47.
Wait, can I take the clan of Coruscant?
Yeah.
Coruscant's a democratic night.
Democratic nightmare.
Welcome to Paris. The Syndicate is currently operating in the area. Find them and eliminate. You know what to do, 47.
Shit. Still no answer.
Did you mute yourself again?
No, I was paying attention to something because I'm reading a message.
Did they finally update,
Because, like, anyone now would say...
It's coming in the spring.
Huh?
It's coming, I told you, it's coming like a week or two. It's in March and April, the springtime.
Goddamn artists. What the hell is he
Because you were asking for Spider-Man 2's update, right?
Yeah, when is Spider-Man 2 update coming?
I don't know. We gotta ask Vaush. Okay, steal the uniform and run.
God have mercy on your souls.
It doesn't
Oh,
matter
that
if some of the
required.
art this guy does isn't lolly. If he's drawing lolly, like, do not support that fucking guy. But for some reason back then, everybody just kind of turned a blind eye to it. There was actually a situation where some people were trying to petition to get his
Hey,
website shut
Dustin.
down. And there were people in the YouTube commentary and skeptic crowd who were like, well, yeah, his art's controversial and it's kind of gross.
We're listening to
Whatever.
John have a
Free
slow
speech.
decline into insanity.
I'm not even fucking joking. People were literally speaking out against this guy having his website shut down because of free speech. It's insane. Now let's look at some of
My
his
free
controversies.
speech.
We'll go into lolly drawings. He's also drawn art of seductive underage girls called lollies, from which he's gotten into drama. Some fans defend him since most characters he drew were fictional, but he's drawn pornographic art of real underage people. He has also drawn Rule 34 of his own mother. Later on, Shadman has said that he regrets making the drawings and promised to take it off of his website. However, he didn't keep his promise as he continued to draw underage girls such as Soph. Soph was a YouTuber who, as the article says, at the time was 11. Due to the fact that he drew underage girls, the university he went to reported him to the authorities. Then we have the Keemstar controversy, which we referenced earlier. On Tumblr, someone asked him to make art of Keemstar's 7-year-old daughter giving Donald Trump a blowjob. He said he would do it if Trump won the election. When Trump did...
What the I had to pause.
Yes. Have your depravity level sunk further? Must run. Well, don't burn yourself out on that game, Dustin. You hit the mute button again.
What game is Dustin playing?
Oh, it's Blade Chronicles. It's for the Switch. It's really good. It's the third one. He's been binging the whole series. Although, just like you, he cannot wait till March 31st. Once I told him what was coming out. I've tried summoning the therapist, but he won't heed thy summons. Unfortunately, I think you're gonna have to go insane on us. Guys, I think John's brain broke.
I was answering a message. I am still here.
Oh, when you go silent for long periods of time, it makes us think your brain broke.
Sexualized manner, to which Keemstar responded by threatening to call the cops. Colossal's Crazy invited Shadman on his stream to talk about it, and Shad said because he respected him, he would take it down. The drawing has since been removed. And there's just a ton of other, like, really fucked up things that this guy has drawn. Like, this guy is a literal fucking lolicon. Literally draws lolly art. I think anybody who has, like, I don't know, commissioned him to do art for their channels or whatever, like, what the fuck were you thinking? It's not like it was some hidden secret that he was a lolicon. This was, like, publicly known shit. And people were supporting this guy and defending this guy. It's nuts, right? So now, let's get to where I supposedly defended this art.
There was a controversy in the anime community. Many art.
I put up when I defended Chris Tyson. Now, you guys may remember Chris Tyson was getting a lot of transphobic harassment, threats against their life. People were trying to make them out to be a pedo, etc., etc. I was defending Chris Tyson because people were trying to be transphobic towards them. And one of the things they did was they dug through a bunch of old tweets and found some jokes that they had made. And
why do people dig through old tweets?
I'm going to go ahead and play this YouTube short. It's also on TikTok, so you guys can see what I had to say. Alright guys, so as you know, there's been a lot of people on the internet making a big deal about the fact that Chris Tyson came out as gender non-conforming recently. And they're trying to, like, make a lot of outrage and drama surrounding somebody who's basically just trying to live their life. But it's gotten to the point where people started digging into, like, old
Come on, chest out, chin up.
to find some reason to cancel them. And the latest thing is that apparently Chris Tyson is a pedophile because he made some edgy jokes about bullying kids. Now, I gotta be honest, they're not the kind of jokes that I personally would make, but we've literally gotten to the point where making edgy jokes
looks really bad.
a pedophile.
I'm going to see if I
kid you
can
not, that's how low the bar of pedophilia has become. At this point, give it like a month or two, and you'll be considered a pedophile just for breathing the same air as children. So that was the video, okay? And people are passing around this video saying that I defended Shadman art in the...
Keo, after all this, what do you still think of Tipster?
He's a brainwashed leftist that's enjoyable to watch. If you just want to, he's on quartering levels of entertainment. Look, I don't watch the quartering to take it seriously. I watch the quartering to get a good laugh. Get a little facts here that I fact check it my own way. I don't watch the quartering. I saw that Dr. Phil became based as hell because he cussed out everyone on The View. I mean, the quartering will bring up some good topics that I need to look into. Tipster's pretty good at that. Don't listen to his point of view to a degree, but just enjoy it. It's enjoyable content. You can be a brainwashed, blue-pilled Democrat and still be an enjoyable person to watch. Just don't take it seriously. Click your brain off and enjoy it. There are a lot of content creators that make really bad content that can make you laugh your ass off. Lord knows, my content, what I'm doing right here, is very subpar average, yet I know for a fact some of what we said has probably made people laugh. It's called hentai, and it's an art. And he's muted again.
The fact that I don't actually mention Shadman's art in the video at all, but this is being used as proof that I defended Shadman art. What I said that I defended was jokes, edgy jokes that Chris made that I personally would not make because, admittedly, they're jokes that make me really fucking uncomfortable. Okay? Now, let's actually get to the bottom of this. I found an old tweet of mine about this situation. I said, while I wouldn't make the jokes myself, we have apparently reached the point where making edgy jokes equals pedophilia. Boy oh boy, we have really lowered the bar at this point. And I think that's true. I think on the internet, people have like lowered the bar to an insane degree of like what is considered a pedophile, to the point that pedophile has almost lost all meaning, right? And I think
it hasn't lost its meaning, but the bar has been lowered.
And you do it in this way, it really kind of mocks legitimate victims of pedophilia in a way. And I don't think that's okay. While I wouldn't make the jokes myself, we have apparently reached the point where making edgy jokes equals pedophilia. Boy oh boy, we have really lowered the bar at this point. Before you know it, pretty much what I said in the video, reading the same error as children will make you a pedophile.
Is that a poor comparison to make, or analogy?
What?
What Tipster just said.
Oh, well, I was in the bad analogies. That's why I said you can make bad content because it's enjoyable content. Storms are coming, they will hit here. Great! Storm coming. About to hit my place. That's just great. Just making sure I save the game. Well, I'm ending my end, all y'all. Have a good night.
Excellent work.
Alright, I ended my end so I can focus a little on your end.
It was a weird...
You got your closing statements?
It's just...
This is true.
How far has the bar been lowered?
Quite a lot. You need sleep, my friend.
What?
I said, you sound like you need some sleep after your day.
Let me check my weapons. Just so I don't lose any of my guns, I always put them back on the wall. What are your closing statements on my end, Kyo? Hitman's writing them down right now. See on the screen. He's writing down the progress. What progress do you got?
Progress is crazy.
Alright. I think that about does it for the night. We still have now until Friday to do multiple streams.
Oh yeah. We'll find something to cover between now and Friday, everyone. That I can guarantee you. You ain't seen the last of us.
Preparing for Battlefront 2 in a couple weeks.
And everyone, once Battlefront 2 drops...
Kiss every other game for a while goodbye.
Because there will be lots of younglings screaming in terror and agony and all sorts of very sad moments for their pitiful young lives.
Any closing statements on Phil?
Hey, Ex Mortis, I want a Beggar's Journey part.
Wait, let's see what part he's
20.
on, because I thought we was on. Hold on.
We were on 20. We got all the way up to the last part, which is 20. I want part 20. I want a new one. I want a new part 20, Ex Mortis.
It's part 22.
Or new one he
You
releases.
need a part 22.
Yeah, I need a part 22. Mortis, I know you can do it. Crank out that content.
Alright, I'm closing it here.
I'll see you on Discord.